I asked ChatGPT what people want to know about prison, and the first thing it said was that people want to know what daily life is like in prison. So I'm going to give you a rundown, like what happens in prison all day long. And keep in mind, I haven't been to your prison, so I don't know how your prison works, but I know how my prison was, and that's the one I'm going to talk about. Lights are off until 6 a.m. Technically, you could still sleep until 6 a.m. So when the lights come on at 6, you gotta do a few things. You gotta get to breakfast, take a shower, clean your cube, take your laundry down, and be back by 7:30 for count. Count time, you have to have your entire uniform on. It has to be tucked in, shoes on. You have to be looking presentable. Now, once that count cleared, and it could take hours to clear, but once it cleared, then you could go to work. If you want to know what some of the prison jobs are, I'd be happy to share them with you. So at 10:55, there's an announcement. You got 5 minutes to get to count. There's another count at 11 o'clock, and you have to be there. Like, if you're not there, then you could be in so much trouble. You cannot be even like 5 seconds late. You have to be there. Once that count clears, they start calling buildings to the cafeteria. When it's your building's turn, you go line up and you eat. At 12:30, you guessed it, another count. All right, let's speed this up. Now, after 4:30 count cleared, that's when we were allowed to go to the yard. Buildings were still being called to the cafeteria, like for dinner, but you didn't have to go. You go to the yard, you get exercise, talk to your friends, whatever you had to do. At 6:30, there was another count. Now, in the summertime, we would get to go back out to the yard. In the wintertime, if it was dark, we had to come back in for good. At 9 o'clock, it was the most important count. It was the standing roll call count. You had to stand there and like hold your ID and say your first and last name and your inmate ID number. 2 officers came by. And as soon as that count cleared, you could go to bed. Lights went off at 10. Okay, so was ChatGPT right? Was that interesting? Was that engaging content?